Oh yes, the body count is on, the live is on. What is good, everyone? Obi-Wan back at it again. This is episode 5, week number 3, and our online franchise in Madden 18. This is the Battle of Florida. Good evening to each and every one of you. Before we get things started, testing out something over on Facebook right now. We will see how it goes because I may be streaming on Facebook as well as Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, and Periscope. Or I might just create a separate personal profile for Obi-Wan. We will see. But again, hope everybody is enjoying the Friday evening. Before we get things started, let me refresh on YouTube because been having some issues lately. There it goes. So, I was hoping that everybody was in the party before I play my game against the Panthers. Sejeko still has to play against the Browns. But Skeletron destroyed the Saints 33-0. Got played this game 3 times, which, if you have an internet issues, that's fine. But I think it will be universal moving forward to play their game no more than 3 times. So after 3 times, it's like the 3 strike rule. There we go. Anyway, we also had problems dealing with injuries. Right now, Skeletron has 1 injury. I have 2. Sincheko has 3 and Goth has 4. So let me break down the injuries. So big injury for Skeletron with Ezekiel Elliott. Moving over to Goth, 4 people, including their potential franchise quarterback and Lawrence Witzel. Kenny Dixon out as well. Moving over to Sincheko's side, Brandon Linder, Bennett Douglas, and Frank Quinn. And then for myself, we are the Wizards. Only 2 injuries, but they're kind of a detriment a little bit because that kind of messes up both my offense and my defense, and both Denard Robinson and Trey Graham. So, I'm proposing that when the regular season starts, we move our minutes from 10 to 7 just to get faster gameplay out, or faster games in general, and then also to kind of help with the injuries. But let's get things started against the Panthers. And next week I face the Browns, so there we go. Started against the Panthers. Why aren't you on mute? That's what I want to know. The playbook is still a work in progress. But then at the same time, it just really depends on the players, so. Again, I hope everybody is doing well on Friday night. I mean, it's kind of different going outside and seeing nothing. I mean, I know that's kind of a casual thing, especially during the weekdays, but
it's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Wizards going up against the Panthers. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. A short time ago, a scene that never fails to stir up the folks here in Charlotte. Cam Newton strutting his way onto the field. His guys are fired up as they get set to go toe-to-toe
The corn.
with their opponent.
That is Elder.
Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis and CD week 3 of the preseason. We're getting there. Opening night on the horizon. Madden video game out on Friday the 25th, so you know we're close. But this is the week you use as your dress rehearsal, isn't it?
Yeah, you certainly do. Now, the guys that know they're going to make this team and have be difference makers in the season, they're probably more looking forward to the Madden game being released.
Alright, before we get things started, my apologies. Looking over the depth chart, so Marvin Steenley will get the start for the majority of the game. It's 3 quarters, and then everybody else switched in the 4th quarter. So Steenley will get the start. Kevin Santos will be the backup. Again, I'm keeping everybody away from Teddy Bridgewater because, yeah. Moving on to the halfbacks. Braden Sutton and Patrick Emmanuel, the halfbacks. Femi Jean will probably get some secondary work or until people get injured, which hopefully none of that will happen. And then Jordan Gibson, again, he's been pretty good during this preseason. Fullback, Danny Sanu, again, great fullback. Minus the diving over, because every time he dives, he always fumbles. So stay away from the dives and he will be alright. Antonio Harrington will be the backup. And then I moved Morgan Goodman to fullback. Dealing with receivers. I really should change that name. That should be Foley Allenson, damn it. Perry Hardwick. LeJohn Patrick. Casey Word. Leonard Goodwell. And the Naughty Ball. Rashawn Mitchell. Von Price. I moved him to tight end. Just kind of help with the scheme. Alan Randall. Corey LaFell. Dak Hogan. Damn it, Hogan. And picked up Devon Kajus to tight end. He was a receiver, I believe. And again, he has good tangibles. And again, as tight end, Morgan Goodman. Dealing with the offensive line. I'm sticking with Adrian Bayer. Alan Brock will be the backup. Moving over to guards, Perry Gatus, along with Forrest Lamp. Centers, Trey Morrow. Again, a good investment in trading to get him. With Jack Conklin. Right guards, Cornell Baldwin with Taylor Decker. And closing out on the offensive line, Anthony Moreno and Maurice Beckham. Gordon Glover will get the start over Danielle Hunter. Again, pretty good. Probably one of the last pieces from the Indianapolis Colts trade before the team got moved to Orlando. Right ends, Matt Roman will get the start over Nate Myers. Defensive tackle, Chris Hoffman will get the start along with Rashard James. Harvey and Cannell will probably sit out the entire game. Moving over to linebackers, Keon Foley along with Lamar Haskins and Lewis Jordan. Again, we moved Lewis Jordan from strong safety to linebacker to kind of help with the front. Middle linebackers, Montreal Holton along with Richie Cobb will get the starts. Derek Gruder will probably start. And then the old guard and Eric Berry, again, one of the best safeties ever in the NFL. Moving on to right outside linebacker, Blackshear along with LaRon Hickman. Cornerbacks, Douglas Wilson will get the start. Morris Stone will be a key compartment. Or actually just, I might move him to maybe linebacker. Maybe. Just for the fact that his press is pretty good at an 83. Karifi Claddy will be the nickel cornerback. Rashard Dean made a trade to get him. as well as Howard Drake. No, I drafted Howard. What am I talking about? And then the starters Jordan Hart will probably be out, along with Tre'Davious White. Moving on to the safety, so Nico Williams will probably get the majority of the start over Marshall Cross. I think Cross will probably get the majority next week. And then Kalan Chambers, excuse me. He will be their first string if all comes to worst. Fisher Blake will probably get a majority start over Anthony Cohen's because the man is good. He just needs to work on play recognition. And Vaughn Cashma. And then kickers Marcus Bernstein and punter TJ Patchett. Kick and punt returner will be Howard Drakeford for 3 quarters. And then either Perry Harwick or Karifi Kaladi will get the start. So, hopefully nobody will be injured, but I say that right now, and after this plays, people might get injured. What a terrible ass kick.
This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
And the first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to sling this deep down. That's
damn.
The 25.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Taking his own man out.
Dante Moncrief, 61 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket?
No, that was a messed up play by myself.
Against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock.
So much for a shutout.
This will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they try the right side here.
What a terrible ass spin.
The 43 that time. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He'll drop to throw.
Damn it.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But that was a running back right there that absolutely wanted it, but I also think that he was very smart about it. To me, he had a plan B. Strung it out, got to the sideline. How about the dive to pick up the 1st down?
Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go!
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the play clock's running down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is
Penalty.
in the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And his guys are
But again, good play by Sanu.
tying this thing up.
And look at that, he didn't fumble. So there you go.
They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton.
Cam, what are you doing?
Spinning away. And some room to work. Still going. And he is out of bounds.
Okay.
On the other side of midfield.
He must be destroyed. He must die.
Now Newton on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Play action. It's Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves.
I need to stick with my man. That's what I need to do.
I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we?
It says spread the linebackers. What the?
Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Trey Mason, 24 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 14-7 is the score. We're back to Uptown Charlotte after this timeout. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Orlando in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Damn it. All right, body count. Activate.
We're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
So, that's not good.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A big play there on 4th and 2. 44 yards.
And they pick up the
Lovely.
on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
That's caught at the 3. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Okay. I'll allow it, so.
Point after here coming up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. It's Mason.
Oh, come on.
Space to operate. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Here's Newton. And avoids the contact by sliding. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Bullock will put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah,
Well, he was wide open.
To the thrown football.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Patrick. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On the give, this is their fullback. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A handoff to start the drive to Mason. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. The Panthers trail at home at halftime. The Wizards have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the 2nd half. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Panthers heading out on their opening drive. Wide open catch will be made on the deep pass. And 61 yards later, he'll go in for the score. Late in the 1st quarter, Panthers strike first in this one. Sanu's got it on the run, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Late in the 1st quarter, he'll cut it out right on the outside run, and he'll go in for the score. We go now to early in the 2nd. Stingley's gonna find his mark, and he ends up at the 19-yard line before he stopped on the play. Wizards now later on the drive. Pass will be completed over the middle, and he'd cap off the 10-play drive with a TD. As that ties things at 14-all. Wizards with the football waiting seconds of the half. Sanu's looking for room to run, and he'd cap off the 9-play drive with a TD.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this 2nd half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now back to throw. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Play clock winding down. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He's to the 10. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
Oh, come on.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Now it's Newton.
All right, who's injured?
Here's Drew Kaiser now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a...
Oh, lovely.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big...
Damn it, Roman.
...passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw here. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now
good block.
Running back. Finding room inside the 40. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive
DBs.
backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime.
it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Time running out here on the play clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On the ground again, it's Mason. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Now it's the backup Keenum. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the play clock's running down. Back to throw. Santos. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a big collision there.
See? That's what you get.
On his back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the...
See? There you go.
Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Alrighty then. Pretty sure that Emmanuel is done for today. Let's get Gene in. Let's bring Sanu to 2nd string. And put Orleans Darkwood at 3rd string.
Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess...
Good blocking.
Gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Okay, thank goodness he got up. I say that now and then next play he'll be injured. Knowing this league.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. from the gun. Santos, flush to his right, and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. It's their quarterback, a 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Oh, lovely. All right.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
That's not good. But then it kind of is. So there you go.
Second down now after the sack. So certainly something to watch here as Newton is now out. And they'll turn things
I thought it was Casey Keenum.
See if he can dig him out of this hole. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game. Well,
But then again, it's preseason.
No, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now, they may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do
Why is Mitchell in?
upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never ever make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast? A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of football.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So that drive, 4 plays.
No.
The unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The point of the defense is to stop the offense.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they're going to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. A very solid gain of 27. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire.
And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Maddox. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Oh, wow.
Is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets
Oh, lovely.
territory. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
His forearm, so probably his ankle.
The offense lining up 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Play clock winding down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Santos. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field. Not a recipe for success. That time a loss.
This should be... Yeah.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
Alright, let's see how many injuries we have officially. And I'll probably call it a night. Or maybe for now. Alright, body count official, 3 new injuries. Oh geez, this is going to be love. Alright, so Jordan Gibson, dislocated elbow, out for 5 weeks. Brandon Sutton, ruptured disc, out for 4 weeks. Patrick Emmanuel, dislocated hip, out for 6 weeks. So my running back game is completely doo-doo. Alright, so the last 2 running backs is Femi Jean and Orlean Starkwood. Yeah. I don't know. Just as a matter of fact, so the body count total is not 2, 3. Alrighty then. So, who wants to play running back? Because the injury bug for me is over here. I think Sanjeko is okay with quarterbacks. So, yeah. If anything, just make it to regular season. So yeah, Olin Starkwood will probably get the start next week. And then Femi Jean, but who wants to be a wizard? Good tangibles except for his agility. Damn. Hmm. You know what? Let me pick him up. Let me pick up Spencer Brookings. I don't know about Daniel Victorian. Bank short. You know what? Let's pick him up. Let's pick up Antone Favorite. And one more. Ah, Chris Ivory. Maybe. Another Roman. He's alright. His spin move's okay. Agility is good. Let me go buy agility rating. Alright, let me compare him to... $79 for Chris Ivory. You know what? Let me get both. Let me get Chris Ivory. And Roman Maletti. Or Malette. Guess the E is silent. Alright, so. Do I have people I need to get rid of? No? Alrighty then. Whoa. Let me press to advance. Going up against the Browns next week. Sinjeko is up against the Browns. Hopefully when he is available to do his game. Until then, this is Obi-Wan signing out. Thank y'all for tuning in. I will see y'all maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do Def Jam Vendetta. Probably make an all-day event out of it. But have a good one. Take care. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Obi-Wan out.